All right, man. When you're ready to go, I will do the intro.
I've already started to record, so you just go ahead.
We're just going and doing it now.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Blue PP Podcast. It's me, your boy, Striking Blue, with our main man, John, Small PP, the channel with the freakishly long name, and our awesome guest today, looking spiffy, looking clean with his new haircut, Jaylegendtw on Twitch. Great guy. How's everybody doing today?
I am doing okay.
I'm doing very good.
Yesterday was kind of a little bit of a challenge because we currently don't have AC in the house right now.
Oh, and you're in Texas.
Yeah, but it's like in the mid 50s right now, so it actually feels pretty fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it could be a lot worse.
How you doing, John?
I'm just happy you pronounced the name right this time, and you found the right voice filter. So my day's going good.
You're happy I found the proper voice filter. You know what? I'm always happy when I find it too.
and I'm also happy to report that I am indeed recording you guys' stuff. I'm looking at it right now. That we can't. That we don't have the same situation that we had with Dead. You mind explaining that to Jay?
What happened to Dead?
Got about 30 minutes into our podcast with him, and John here realized he wasn't recording any audio.
No, I recorded my audio.
Oh,
I didn't record the guest's audio, which is I would have gotten away with it. We can get away with it, like cutting out my voice, but I mean not the guests, because it's what the whole podcast is about. So, yeah.
Oh, poor Dead.
Hey, at least we.
So we do have some.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, John.
No, I was just about to say we at least we redid it. So I mean. At least everything worked out fine in the end.
It did. So we do have a little bit of a structure that we go through. John has some questions that we ask everybody. Kind of find where you land, and then we move into some free-form, free-flowing.
Yeah, we basically
conversation.
We basically have what's this? Yeah, 11 questions where we'll ask you. I would pretty much say 9 main questions, and then the 2 are just like sign-off questions. So, Jay, do you mind introducing yourself?
Hello, everybody. I am Jaylegendtw. You can call me Jaylegend for short. The TW is just an acronym for short, rather, for Twitch. I am a streamer. I stream every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday 8 p.m. Central Time, and also Friday, same time frame. And I stream a variety of games. And that's pretty much the story of it, more or less.
All right.
I'm a Zelda fan too.
I'm a Zelda fan too.
And
fair enough.
What made you want to start doing streaming?
Streaming has been something I've been wanting to do for a while. I would say around 2013, I really got into like watching other people play the video games, and it seemed like a really fun thing. However, I didn't get into it until like middle of last year, only because I was kind of like second guessing everything. Do I really need to do this? Is it something that I can actually do? And hesitations, they can be a handful for sure. But last year, there was are you people familiar with Kickstarter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There was a campaign that started, I believe, around July of last year, and it was for the video game titled Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. The significance of that video game is the creators of it are the same people who are famous and developed a series that is rather near and dear to my heart.
Is it Suikoden?
And that series would be it is Suikoden, yes.
I just want to say, like, just from hearing the name, I heard the similarities to Suikoden.
Yes, very similar to Suikoden. That's pretty much the game that they're actually going to do. It's like a continuation of that formula of the 108 Stars of Destiny. Your base building, turn-based JRPG, et cetera, qualities that it's known for. And I really wanted to show my support for it because I also backed it. And in addition to that, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and stream the first Suikoden game. Just maybe show the people like why this series is awesome, why this series is rad. It's very how you say, not well known. It's kind of niche in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it's pretty freaking rad. Despite the status it's currently in. And yeah, I did the stream, and it went pretty well, all things considered. And initially I didn't have like a face cam. I didn't really show my face. Maybe you can hear my voice. But over time, I got more comfortable with like showing myself and while I play it. And before I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep continuing this after I finish with Suikoden, and it's been a joy ever since. It's been very pleasurable overall, I would say.
I did the same thing when I first started streaming. I didn't do face cam.
Yeah.
It took a lot for me to actually get into the point where I was comfortable showing myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend who like really pushed me to do it. He was like hammering home. He's like, he was like, dude, what you have to do is you have to look at the environment that you're in. Like, what is everyone who's successful at this doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they all have their face cam. And he's like, exactly. I was like, because they're there for your personality. They're there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And even though I knew that stuff, I just could not get over the hurdle of just like, I don't like how I look,
Yeah.
So like looking at someone on the camera has always been something that was like, I like the rest of my presentation here. It's looking good, but this part where this is here.
Yeah, you like the voice, you like, the personality.
Not my voice,
not so much the
not my voice, but
what's wrong with your voice?
Dude, come on. Don't be Jaylegendtw right now.
It's very infectious. You have a very like, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Is this the intercourse stuff you were telling me about earlier?
The intercourse.
The intercourse.
What did you
That's
say it was?
Specific.
Or did it start with the C? I can't remember.
Discourse.
Yes.
Discourse.
Discourse, intercourse. I mean, both the same.
Intercourse is the sex, John.
I know it's. Oh yes,
the sex.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is already amazing.
Yes.
But yeah, I struggled with the webcam thing myself. Like, I don't know if you actually struggled with it or if you just decided you were going to do it, but like getting the confidence to do it was a big hurdle for me. And what actually ended up helping me do is a buddy of mine, he literally just showed up one day and threw the webcam at me. And I mean, literally threw it at me. He walked through my door.
He was like, do it.
Yeah, might as well have. He just walked through the door and just like pelted me with it. And he was like, do it. Because I was about to go live in a couple hours. And I did it. And yeah, that really helped me get over my hurdle. And like not getting roasted all the time in the chat too was like nice.
I will say, fortunately for me, I mean, it's been, I think it's just a tiny bit more common nowadays in comparison to when I first started. But when I first started, the people that I've generally met, they've been really, really nice. I will say that. Yeah. I think it just depends on like what you play or what you engage with.
Yep.
Because like the Suikoden community, for example, have been like amazing to me. And, it's just because, everybody loves those games. I feel like it's one of those fan bases where if you like it, they'll welcome you with open arms. It's not one of those things where like, okay, which one do you like better? Do you like 1? 2 is the best game of all time, right? No. It's like they acknowledge that you like the game. It's like, okay, let's.
Why do I feel personally attacked by that comment?
Oh no,
I feel attacked.
I don't know.
How do you feel personally attacked?
So attacked?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's coming at me right now because nobody else knows the context.
Well, maybe the context will blossom here within the next few minutes, but I don't know what you're talking about.
You mind sharing this context?
I mean, we can go into it if Tyler wants to. Are you familiar with me calling your first name?
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. I should have asked before that, but okay.
Oh no, you're fine, man.
Okay. So yeah. Do you want to enlighten everybody the situation at hand?
This man right here,
me,
Jay, constantly roasts me because I have Ocarina of Time #1 on my Zelda list.
I don't roast you.
He complains.
If anything, you're the one that's roasting.
So I started roasting him about Majora's Mask. It's an ongoing thing. Majora's Mask is number 4 on my list, and for him it's number 1. So recently I've started doing this thing where it's not even a Zelda game, dude. It's not even a Zelda game.
I'm just happy you acknowledge it, calling it a thing.
What do you mean? Oh, that I'm doing a thing.
Yeah, that you're doing a thing. Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing a bit. I'm giving him crap because he legitimately gives me crap for Ocarina of Time being number 1 from me. And I just got to point out that it's number 1. It's number 1.
I don't think I ever gave you crap for. I don't think I gave you crap for thinking that Ocarina is your number 1 as far as the Zelda series go. No. That's what started the whole thing. It's what started the whole goddamn thing. No, that's not what happened. As far as I recall, that's not what happened. What I recall was I just casually mentioned, yeah, I think Majora's Mask is not that I think, I know for sure it's my number 1 Zelda game.
No, actually, you know what? I know how it started.
Sorry, go ahead.
You and I were talking about our lists, and then Cody Clapp was roasting Majora's Mask because we were talking about all those other games, and it was that day that you thought that I got into a fight with him in chat, but I wasn't.
I think it was over something else besides Zelda.
Yeah, it turned into
shout out to Cody. Yeah, shout out to Cody Clapp, by the way.
Yeah, what up, Cody Clapp?
Yeah, what up, Cody Clapp?
Been a long time since I've seen him in your chat.
Yeah, he's he shows up every now and then, but still, he's been one of those people that I think he showed up during the Silent Hills 2 stream.
Okay.
He also gifted me Knights of the Old Republic, which
I need to play that again.
Yeah. One day I do want to play it, but somehow it's not working on my PC at the moment. Well, it works on my PC. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't play well with OBS.
Oh, yeah. I'm having that same issue with Cyberpunk right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I haven't streamed it. I haven't even played it since the last time I streamed it. It crashed. It crashes OBS immediately.
It sounds like it maybe need more time in the oven.
And maybe release an update that doesn't break the whole game. That would also help.
Possibly. Yeah, I'm rooting for those guys. I'm rooting for CD Projekt Red. I really do hope they, the game, becomes what it initially promises to be.
It is CD Projekt Red. They'll do it.
I mean, yeah, I have great confidence they will do that. I know it's not the easiest thing to do. I mean, just look at the situation with No Man's Sky, for example. Sean Murray, whatever his name is, promised the game is going to be, so vast.
That was Sony, though. The Sony really pressured him into saying certain things.
Yeah. But still, he said it. I'm sure he'd be like, it's all on me. I'll take the.
It's like the coach approach. Your quarterback threw 5 interceptions, but it's your fault.
Yes, more or less, yeah. And hey, to his credit and to the team's credit, it seemed like where that game is right now, it seems to be much better spot.
Yeah, significantly better spot. I haven't gone back to it, but a lot of people are actually enjoying it quite a bit now, which is really cool. I'm actually really tempted. The multiplayer works on that. That could be a really cool group stream thing.
Yeah, group stream, yeah.
Multiplayer?
Get lost in space.
Hang on, wait. Oh, No Man's Sky. I just want to say, multiplayer in Cyberpunk?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. No. Well, they're going to have an online multiplayer function for that, right?
I think that is ways down the road now. Though.
Yeah, that's way probably down the road. They want to focus on fixing the base game first.
Yeah, it was a year out when the release happened, and now that they're having to do so much work on that, it's probably 2 years out before we see anything like that.
Makes sense.
All right, John, what is our next question, my friend?
The next question will be, how did you come up with your name?
Well, Jay, the first half of the name, it's just a short way of saying my full name, my real name, my first name, which is Jason. And also Jay is a name that my dad's name is John, but he's also called Jay as well. And I figured, I'll just have that associated with my name as well. And Legend, Legend of Zelda, that's where it's from. Nothing too, cryptic, more or less. And TW, I already pretty much explained it prior, but it's short for Twitch. Like I said, my name is nothing special.
Okay, and do you cite any?
We've already gone over our names, but in a prior podcast, conversation we always like to talk about though is how people expect you to have like crazy stories about how you got your name, and I always feel like I let people down when I tell them how I came up with my name. I like my hair color is blue, and I thought striking blue sounded cool.
You love the strike.
Okay, and let's talk.
Quite striking.
In that case, let's talk about your other name. What is it? Dark Explosion, right?
Oh boy.
Let's hear about that. If you have that,
this is the first time I've heard of this.
That is my Xbox gamer tag.
Oh, okay.
I was a 13-year-old boy, and I wanted something cool, and I was into post-hardcore emo music and.
Okay. I think I saw pictures of you with like the the emo haircut thing going on.
You listened to Broken Side unironically, didn't you?
No, I actually didn't know about Broken Side until I met my wife in 2012, and I could not listen to them. There's one song from them that I liked, "Phenomenal," I think is the song. But I was more in the Escape the Fate, the Falling in Reverse, and like As I Lay Dying, and like all that kind of stuff. I wasn't so much into the 12-year-old behind the mic screeching kind of music.
12-year-old.
If you listened to Broken Side, you know what I'm talking about.
I never have, to be honest.
I know how they sound. That song of theirs, I think it's called Freaks or something. I unironically listen to that because it's so bad.
Which song?
It's called Freaks, I think.
Oh yes. Okay. That's where he starts off just going like pterodactyl, right?
Yeah.
Whenever I hear like a pterodactyl screech, I think of my girlfriend. Whenever she's happy about something, or just excited in general, she goes. But she's just being funny.
Hey, Creative.
Yeah. Shout out to Creative, aka Tori, my girlfriend for like a little over 6 years now.
A super awesome person.
Yeah.
Super
absolutely.
Person.
100%, 10 billion%.
All right, John. On to the next one.
Okay, seeing that you two have known each other the longest, you mind explaining from both your perspectives how you guys met each other?
Oh, okay. Jay, go ahead and give it a go.
I can just go real quick.
Yeah.
One night I was playing Super Mario 64 via the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection that released on the Nintendo Switch. And I was in, what was it, Ice Mountain or something like that? Yeah, I think that was a level. And I was just like trying to get the snowman's head to roll correctly over the course and get back to its body. And I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do? And in the meantime, this gentleman by the name of XX Striking Blue XX shows up out of nowhere. In addition to his posse, his raid members. And I was like, hey guys, how you doing? It's good to have you with us. I'm just currently playing some Super Mario 64 right now. My first time actually playing through that game, like from beginning to like the end, without getting like all 120 stars. But wanted to see the game completed for the first time. But yeah, just like you guys just showed up, and like not only did you guys show up, but like you just dropped like donations and I believe some subscriptions as well, some bits.
Yeah, like, no subscriptions yet, but
yeah. So yeah, that's right, because I wasn't affiliate at that time. That's right. Okay.
But we popped off in the donations and stuff for sure.
Yes, 100. Yeah, pop. That's putting it lightly. Like I was not prepared for that at all. Like, and
plus you did pretty good.
And it's like my girlfriend. She watches like all of my streams. And she was just like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know. But yeah, it was just, it was like such a nice, wonderful feeling, having that's just a nice group, just nice, wonderful group of people to show up out of the blue, the striking blue. And yeah, it was just, man, that was an awesome night. That was a really awesome night getting to know you guys, all of you guys. Man. And that's Eskimo, that one girl 42. Hey Rachel, how you doing?
Maybe.
Yes, and all you guys. Like
that one girl 42 is my wife, guys. For those of you guys who don't know,
go follow now.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Yeah,
go follow now.
Absolutely.
From my perspective, I can't remember what I was playing that night. I think I might have been playing Super Mario actually, because if it was when that game had just come out, I was definitely making Rachel play. Okay. I might have been playing something else.
Was that her first time playing it as well?
She's never played any of the like OG like good classic Mario games. So like she was super enjoying it. She's actually been bugging me to go back to Super Mario 64 recently, which is really cool. That hypes me up because I grew up on that game. I love it. But I was playing something at the end of my streams. That is something that we do. We like to go raid. We like to show some support. We like to help people hit affiliate on Twitch. Because like before I get into like rating Jay, like that is a super hard thing to do. Like if you don't have the exposure, it is super hard to hit. Super hard to hit affiliate. Like people have to just stumble upon you in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that are in that like 0 to 3 viewer range, and it is brutal. It is so brutal. So I like to go and show love to people because they're like genuinely awesome creators and genuinely awesome people. They're like Jay here, who just need a little exposure and then have blown up. Like Jay is doing so good, and it's because he's an awesome dude. And that night, what I was doing is like I hyped everybody up like I always do at the end of my stream. I was searching for the raid target, and I was like, I'm doing Super Mario 64 because that 3D collection just came out, and I was super hyped about it. And I found your channel, and actually the reason why I raided you, I know you don't, you try to deny this. The reason why I raided your channel is because I opened it up. You were so fucking nice. You were so nice to everybody in the chat that was there. And your voice was like perfect. It was like a narrator voice. And I was like, this guy's presentation is awesome. He's on the grind to affiliate. He everything about him was like super nice, super great. And I was like, this is the guy. And I went back to my stream and I hyped them out of their minds about how we were going to go blow this guy up, how he seemed so wholesome, and sent it over. And then I just stuck around. Jay is actually one of the only people that I actually frequent the streams of. And it's because he's a genuinely good dude. Like, despite his unfortunate Zelda tastes and unfortunate opinions on some other games that we'll talk about later in the stream, I am sure.
Why do I get the feeling I know exactly what game this is going to be about?
He broke up. Dang it.
No, but how do I know? Why do I get the feeling I know what game this is going to be about?
Oh, you know what it is.
Oh, believe me. That's going to lead us into another question that we're going to ask you later, Jay, about a certain sequel trilogy.
Oh, no. Okay. I was like, what is he I was like, oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, Jay is a genuinely awesome guy, super wholesome, great interaction with chat. He always puts the people that are there and spending time with him above what he's doing in the game, which is super cool because it gives you a unique experience with who you want to spend time with. And I remember the first time we raided him, I was trying so hard to fluster him. It was me and Rachel were sitting right here like this in front of our green screen. And he was just so innocent. He didn't know what a raid was. He was a little red in the face because there's 8 or 9 of us that popped into his chat and were asking him all these questions.
I was also wearing a hoodie that night, just to reiterate.
And all of a sudden his donation link popped up onto the screen. So I was like, I looked over at Rachel and she looked over at me and she nodded. And so we just started popping off in donations. And he's like, what? Like, what are you doing? And then that guy, and Eskimo going, and a couple other people started popping off. And it was just super awesome to see Jay like feel as good as he should feel because he's such a good dude. And if you guys haven't, I know some of you guys who watch this haven't, and I'm sorry I'm rambling so much, go give Jaylegend a follow on Twitch. You will not regret it. Super wholesome, super awesome dude. troll him as often as you possibly can because he has great reactions.
Just keep it, just keep it in a particular
polite way.
Yeah,
just
polite way.
Just do it in a nice way.
Just
do
this, not like,
Yeah, like what? Like go in there and be like, Majora's Mask sucks, dude. It's like number 30 on the.
Despite it's number 4 on your list.
Just go in there.
So garbage. Yeah, it's pretty good though.
Oh my god! But yeah, that my perspective is just I saw a really nice, genuine guy who just needed some exposure, and he has taken that exposure and just run through the wall with it, and grown a really great community of really nice people, and awesome. It's been awesome to be a part of, and I thank you for letting me be a part of it.
And I thank you for the exposure, Tyler. I really do. Like you've been nothing but supportive.
Me, bro. That's all you.
Yeah, but you had a helping hand too,
I literally did it because of you, though.
I know, but still, I mean, who knows where I'd be right now without your guidance?
You definitely would have gotten somewhere.
I don't know. Who knows? I'd still probably be stuck in Ice Mountain in Super Mario 64. Maybe it was like your guys' coming in and like they gave me that push to like figure it all out.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Probably not.
Nah. Well, okay. Sure.
All right, John, what is next, my friend?
So, in your case, what was your favorite stream that you've ever done?
Oh,
wow.
That's
okay.
a good question.
That is a very good question. Favorite stream I've ever done.
While you're thinking about that, can I talk about my favorite stream that you've done?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, you were playing Crash Bandicoot, and I came in and
you see,
Blue.
Someone played Crash Bandicoot.
We're just trolling the crap out of you about how you weren't actually playing, and every time he tried to respond and defend himself, we were redeeming sing mode.
Yes,
so he had to serenade us while
he was
trying to respond. It was great.
I have two in mind. I don't know which one I would put over the other, but you brought up Crash Bandicoot. The one time I was playing the level Hog Wild.
Oh, I remember that.
That's the first game stage, right? Like
yes, that's the Crash Bandicoot 1, just to paint the picture. And there was this level called Hog Wild. Where you ride on the hog. You're trying to dodge obstacles. The spiky pits and people that are like have their spheres pointing at you, whatever. And I beat the level without no issues. But then I was like, oh, I got to go back because I forgot what was it? It was one of the pieces. I think it was one of the Wampa fruits in order to get like 100% the level. I was like, I'll go back. And like in the meantime, like you, Tori, and another fellow, I think he's planning on streaming, but I don't think he's fully committed to it yet. But his name is he used to be known as Silent Hill Society, aka Jack. Shout out to you. I mean, he does like really great Silent Hill stuff on Instagram. But I was trying to do the level, and without me realizing, I always picked up the time trial clock. And if you do that, you can't 100% the level. You're just like trying to go from the beginning to end the quickest manner. And during that time, like everything just kept repeating and repeating and repeating. It's like, why is nothing progressing? But during the meantime, you guys were like hitting me up with like bits and subs and just like, and I was like losing my mind. Like, first of all, how do I even progress this to this level? But like, on another end, you guys are doing this at the same time, and it was like a slowly descendant into madness. I was just, it's like, what's going on? I can't stop. And in the meantime, I'm trying to like focus on the game and like focus on chat at the same time, but I can't. And my girlfriend Tori, bless her heart, she's like, Jason, stop picking up the time trial clock, please listen to me. Like, okay. Eventually, I saw it, but still, like between all that, it just, oh my lord. But a quick shout out. The other stream that I had in mind, you weren't the first raid I ever had. That would be the streamer by the name of Conald Jonald.
Okay.
I think I pronounced his name correctly, but I was playing Undertale at the time.
Ooh.
and I was coming up. Yeah, I was coming. Yeah, I was coming up to the Sands fight.
Oh, so and genocide.
Just
damn it.
What's up?
No, so if you reached Sands, then that meant you went for genocide.
Yes, I did. That was the genocide run. I did
monster.
Hey, just in my defense, I did the other ending where I got the true ending and everybody ended up being okay and everyone lived. So I did that, and after that, I was like, it's time for the other run, the genocide run.
I still refuse to do that run to this day. I refuse.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, come on. I think they even made like a browser version of that fight. So you don't even need to do the genocide run. You can just like go to the website and you could attempt to take down Sands without having to kill anybody. Well, except for Sands, of course.
Yeah, I think I'll do that instead.
Okay, maybe I can find a link and I can send it to you or something.
Okay, but I'm sorry for like interrupting. Continue.
No, it's okay. It's fine. But yeah, like it was a slow build up. It was a slow build up of like walking down through this hall. You know, like in the final area, you go up to meet what's his name? The king.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Yeah. And prior from the fight, there was like Flowey just kept insisting, like, hey, why don't you be my side, friend? You're killing everybody. You seem like we could take over this place, you and me. And I was like, well, you're freaking me out right now. Just leave me alone. But as this was all happening, this big stream of people just showed up out of nowhere. And I was just not prepared for that. I was like, is this part of the game or something? I know that's not true. But still, I was like, and they were just like so supportive. Like, it was like raining follows that night. Like raining follows. And like, shout out to Conald. I mean,
how many follows were you at that point?
Oh, I think I was like maybe, I want to say maybe between 30 and 40. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's what I rated you too, is about that point, 30.
Yeah,
40,
yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. It was probably closer to 20 in that case then.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I ended up with like 20 or something new followers that night. It was just, I was not prepared for that. Yeah, I was not prepared for that. And a shout out to Conald. I mean, I check out his stream every now and then. He was also streaming some Super Mario 64 recently. I think he was trying to do like a speed run, but he failed miserably.
Oh, no.
Because of that, he had to wear like a princess dress. Ooh. And he looked kawaii as heck.
Kawaii desune.
Yeah, kawaii desune. Absolutely, absolutely. That is the anime talk. If none of you don't know.
Ooh.
Ugu.
That's not ooh. That's oh whoa.
But yeah, that's another stream that that raid as well. I think my overall like favorite like game that I played so far is probably like Suikoden, because that game just holds a special place in my heart. And plus, I also got like all 108 stars of Destiny there, like all the characters I needed to collect in that game for sure, which I'm currently doing right now for Suikoden 2. But yeah, those were probably the standout highlights for me so far.
And perfect that you mentioned about Suikoden, because I get the feeling that this question is going to be answered by itself. This is something that we've all participated with on Twitter, and I'm not sure if you did, but
he did.
Oh, did you? Okay, I probably didn't just see it, but
we'll see. We'll find out.
What would you say was 6 of your most influential games of all time?
Oh man, okay, this is gonna be hard because it sucks, because yesterday I was supposed to do a long stream of ranking over 300 games that I've ever completed throughout my life and make this big, all-time greats list from bottom to top. And it didn't happen yesterday because it was kind of on the warmer side, and like I said, I don't have an AC unit that's working properly right now, so I figured like staying in this hot, dank room all day long would not be good for me, physically and mentally. But I will get to it soon. I assure you, it's going to be I don't want to half-ass it. I just want to. I said that before to the big post to everybody who like follows me, but I will get it done for sure. But the 6 most influential games of all time for me.
Okay, sorry,
so number 1
before you start,
it is Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Just sorry. Go ahead.
Now, what I was just about to say, like what we do with the guests is saying that this is a podcast. we're not going to limit you to 6. So if there's any game that you feel like you want to talk about, then just go ahead, let loose, and just talk about it.
I'm not gonna like talk about one specific game. Like I'll probably get into that once I do like the list that I mentioned prior. But the 6 I have in mind, like this is not ranking like 1 or this is out of order. But Majora's Mask will be in there for sure. Suikoden, yes, that's also in there for sure. Diablo 2. I am a huge Diablo 2 fan. Diablo series in general. I love those games. I love collecting the loot. Love collecting the gold. I cannot wait for Diablo 2 Resurrected that comes out later this year. Yes, like if you guys play that, I would definitely like to play some multiplayer sessions with you guys.
I'm going to be doing that.
I want to duel you. I want to duel you, Tyler. I want to collect your ear. PK baby, no player killer.
I haven't played Diablo in so long, so I completely forget if that was a reference of something.
Yeah. So that's in the list for sure. Number 4, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Ooh, we got a Metal Gear player here as well. Blue, get lost. Let's talk.
Yes.
I don't like the game. So
no, Tyler, no, don't break my heart.
I don't like it.
I just I played Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes prior from that, and it was a great experience.
Yeah. That's the GameCube one, right?
Yes, that is the GameCube one. That is the GameCube remake. But like I didn't play Sons of Liberty. I just went straight to like Snake Eater after that. And one would think like you're gonna lose so much like context of what's happening. But I think 3 is like the best game in the series where you really don't need prior context from any of the games in general. I think it stands on its own pretty well. And because of that.
And that's a good thing about it, because that's canonically the first game in the entire franchise.
Yes, exactly.
So they want to like I think the whole idea that you don't need any prior context is because they wanted to make this like feel unique in and of itself. So if you play the games in order, that you don't feel like there is any needed context to go with it. At least that's my views on it, if that makes sense.
No, it absolutely makes sense, because if you go into like say like Metal Gear Solid 4 was your first game in the series that you ever tried out, you would not know what the hell is going on.
Heaven forbid that's anyone's first one.
What is all this? Yes, absolutely. Tyler's like, what's a nano machine?
I guess
the first game that I ever played for Metal Gear Solid was Phantom Pain, and I did not like it.
Oh yeah.
I love that game, but that it did have its problems, especially when it came to the story, which is annoying because I really love the stories in Metal Gear. I guess the closest other one that you can talk about where you don't really need any past context is Rising, and I still think that's a pretty good game.
Yeah, I still do play Rising one day. I have yet to play Rising. I heard great stuff about it though, particularly like the music and some of the boss battles.
The music is the best.
President Armstrong in particular is like one that comes up often. Big bulging president dude knocks you
memes.
Out. Yeah, the memes in particular. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out one day for sure. Maybe it'll be a stream game. We'll see. That's the third one. Number 4. Oh man. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Ooh.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, that was probably like the one game that maybe I played Mario games. I played, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3. And I figured this hobby was fun. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2, that made me go like, you know what? I love this hobby. And I'm just going to like keep at it until Lord knows how long. And I'm still here. So just a quick embarrassing story about me. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just about to just ask with your opinions with Sonic 2, being so positive. What do you think about the other games that Sonic has been in, like with the more modern stuff? I would love to hear your opinion on it.
Well, I never played Sonic 06. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog. It came out after Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes, two missteps in a row.
Yeah, I think that's putting it lightly, to be quite honest with you. Like, it made that series plummeted into like such a status of what the fuck. Anyways, but like the modern ones, I like Sonic Colors. Excuse me. I thought that was I think it was like a decent 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't anything too like bad overall. Sonic Generations, I really like Sonic Generations a lot. because it had like the. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. I'm just saying that's the only Sonic game that I still need to play. Like I've played almost every other one. I still need to play Generations.
Yeah, Generations is fun because the half of the game is like strictly just 2D. You're playing as classic Sonic, and some of the levels it's like taken straightly from the older games, the original trilogy. But like in the later half, you're also playing like retro versions of like the more current Sonic games. They made a level that's from Sonic 06. They somehow made it like play well.
Oh, it was the one with the burning city, right?
Yes, the burning city. That's exactly right. Yeah,
I remember that one. I think I was actually that's where I stopped playing 06 before my 360 broke. I think that was the place where I stopped playing last time.
Yeah. Like just a quick embarrassing story, like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it made me like invest in it so hard. Like one day I was just like sitting in the living room with my Genesis controller, and I was just in my underwear. I just let that game and playing it through. I was I had the exact so hardcore then.
I had the exact same experience when I wanted to marathon Metal Gear.
Yeah,
you do not need clothing to enjoy a game.
If you're taking a deep dive in a series like that, then
yeah,
you'll end up like Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the backboard of like strings attached to names and stuff. Is like Pepe Sylvia. It's like you're that, but with Metal Gear. Yeah. Number five game. This is a hard one. Beyond those four.
John, I see those eyebrows.
I thought you were doing it to me. That's why I was doing it.
I thought you were doing it to the hard one thing, so I was doing it to you.
Oh boy. I think is he like waiting for a particular answer I'm gonna make or something?
No, you said hard one.
Oh, hard. Oh
no, I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even hear that.
Oh, I see.
I just thought Blue was throwing
eyes
to me.
Game prior, but like probably A Link to the Past.
Which
okay,
one?
for number
five? That's the SNES one. Yeah,
that's the SNES one. That game, like prior for me, like diving deep into the Zelda series, my cousin and my grandmother were super hardcore into that game for sure. Like my grandmother of all people. I think I've heard like stories of like grandmothers in general somehow liking Zelda games. I don't think my grandmother was the only one, but she also got a Nintendo 64 as a gift for herself and Ocarina of Time, and that's how I first experienced that game. But so that's 5. So number 6, I am gonna go. I'm gonna go with a more recent game. And this is a game that me and my girlfriend played quite a bit back when it first released. Not so much anymore because we're waiting for the sequel for it. I think it's due out next year. But Overwatch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That game, super hardcore into it when it first came out. We were like so enthralled with the characters, into the lore, into the gameplay, just everything. It was just like a culmination of all these things together. And we stuck with this so long, and we, there was a drop off. I mean, that's because Blizzard hasn't been properly, like, not so much properly. I mean, they're focusing on the sequel, which I guess is understandable. But yeah, it's just that game.
It's interesting to me that they're gonna do a sequel for a game like that.
Yeah, it's not something that Blizzard would usually do. I mean, they made sequels before. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. The way they're going at it is, I wouldn't never expect an Overwatch 2 to be like a thing this quickly.
Yeah, it's like not even like they're saying it's not even going to be a step forward graphically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, other than a money grab, like what are we doing? Like,
I figured maybe like release. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. What I was just thinking, maybe they're gonna do like a Battlefront 2. Add more modes and stuff into the game, and even maybe add a single player. That's the only thing that I can think they can do if they want to make a sequel to a game like that.
Mm.
And couldn't they patch that stuff in though?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, didn't they confirm they're gonna like get Overwatch 1, Overwatch 2, and just like meld them in like one thing as far as like the online portion goes?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, in a way.
Yeah.
They That's kind of their plan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, but what will differentiate with 2? They're gonna add the this one. Is it single player stuff, like a story stuff, right?
I'm not sure. I actually didn't see that.
Yeah, they're
that's
gonna
what
have
I
like
think.
a PVE mode, and it's gonna have a lot of story elements to it.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Lots of voice acting from the characters and such. And you're playing cooperatively with your friends, or I'm assuming some AI controlled bots. And yeah,
that would 100% make it worth it to me.
A battle royale mode.
I mean, but
I'm just joking.
I'm just joking. Characters, or okay, or would you have like a bunch of like Soldier 76s running around everywhere?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I was just joking because I just thought like with every single game they want to try and shoehorn some sort of battle royale mode. I even hear I just hear the newest.
I don't know
Halo
if they want to
do
that though. Maybe they'll reserve it for like maybe like an offshoot of the Overwatch series.
Maybe,
I don't know. Maybe be its own thing. More or
I mean,
less.
Overwatch battle royale could be cool. I don't want it, but it could be cool.
I don't want it, but it could be cool. You know,
why don't you want it?
Blizzard.
Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
I was just about to give Blizzard shit. It's like, Blizzard, don't fucking make it, but Blizzard, fucking make it.
Yeah.
Well, like, I don't want them to make it. Like, I don't want to make it for a couple of reasons. One, I liked Overwatch, but I think like I think it would kind of devalue what Overwatch is. It might find a new audience for sure that would play that specifically, but I think that it would be I think because they would see how much of a cash cow battle royale games are. I feel like the actual Overwatch game would start to be neglected.
Yeah.
Like for example, Activision did that with Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
That's like the big one now, yeah.
They butchered their normal multiplayer modes because they're no longer the cash cow. The cash cow is Warzone. It is 100% Warzone, will be Warzone for the foreseeable future. And because they started to gear all their weapons towards Warzone, normal multiplayer became totally unbalanced. Like, and I would see that same issue arising unless it was like a totally separate experience from Overwatch. And even if it was a totally separate experience from Overwatch, I feel like they would just no longer focus on the main game. If that makes sense. Like, I think they would just start to put, because the money is there, most of the development team would go on to incentivizing people to play the battle royale, and they put a smaller team on the normal version. If they were to keep it separate, or they would do what Activision did with Call of Duty. It's all one development team, and they just go, well, fuck these modes. Warzone gets the focus, and all the unbalanced and texture issues and all that stuff. We're gonna ignore that.
Yeah,
that's my concern with it. I do think though that like the abilities and all that stuff would create a really cool battle royale.
Yeah,
I just think that it could potentially be bad for the series.
No, what I was just thinking when you talked about a battle royale with like abilities and stuff, I just thought in my head, like, don't we already have Apex? Like, wouldn't that actually be like a clone of Apex then if they wanted to do that?
He's gone.
You're back.
Am I back? Okay, no, it's just like
you're back.
I feel like if Overwatch would do that, they're just gonna basically be cloning Apex. I don't see what they would. It's probably just with their unique weapons and stuff, but other than that, I don't really. I think that would be just a
characters with their personalities. You know, make them stand out. That's what I initially thought when I first saw Apex. Like, oh, they're doing the Overwatch thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that the battle royale market is so like saturated. I guess be the word.
Saturated.
Yeah. That it's just like we don't need it.
Yeah.
Like. Just get like I think a lot of people are honestly hankering to get back to like more like
traditional team deathmatch.
Yeah.
And
I think the only reason why so many people are still playing battle royale is because it's being pushed so hard, and because the developers are like, oh my god, it's making so much money.
And it's it was
like the one. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what I was about to say is like. What do you call it? It's because Battle Royale games, they make a lot of money, but at the same time, it's not hard to get into them because they're free. So, I mean, you have nothing to lose. That's also why they're so popular.
Yes.
Most of these games
Which
that have
also
the
makes
good
it
multiplayer modes. Sorry
Which
about
makes
that?
it so difficult to play though, because the cheating is so bad because it's free.
But yeah, I guess that's not much we can do about that. I was just thinking, like,
Y-
yeah, if they made something, and most of those multiplayer games with the good modes are always just they cost money. So I think if they were to push something like that, like a traditional Halo game, you know, with that kind of multiplayer and have that be free, I think that would take off just as much. At least I think that.
Halo Battle Royale. God, I hope that. Oh, they are talking about doing that, aren't they?
For Infinite, yeah, I was just about to ask that.
That's gonna be interesting to see.
I think it could be fun.
But yeah, maybe. I mean, like people were just like craving for like the next big thing as far as like a multiplayer game goes. And when PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds just came out in 2017, it just took the world by storm. And
I played that game and went pro in it.
Yeah, it's like people love that format. And then, Fortnite took that concept and like, they weren't going to like do the battle royale thing probably initially. They were just like focusing on saving the world mode, which is like cooperative, defense, base, stay alive as much as you stay alive for how long you can kind of play, mode until, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds came along and it's like, oh, we could do that, but let's use like the fort building stuff that we have now and just put it in a battle royale format. And to their credit, it worked out pretty well. I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite, but I could see the appeal for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can see the appeal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, without a doubt. You can't you can hate Fortnite, not like what it's like done for gaming culture, because it did make gaming culture really toxic. But like no.
Here's the thing. I try to stay away from that culture, so I don't pay attention to it. Yeah,
I was having to deal with it all the time because I was playing shooters, and it got so toxic for a long time.
Yeah.
But like that's actually a good example. The Save the World mode, totally dead. They stopped supporting it almost immediately as soon as that Battle Royale took off.
Is that mode even still playable in the game?
I don't even know.
I don't even know either. Yeah,
it was supposed to go free.
Ended with Save the World mode. Now Battle Royale is my best friend, more or less. That's what Epic said. As soon as that, they saw the percentages, I guess people sway towards too.
What is next on our questionnaire, John?
No, on the questions list. But first, Jay, do you have any honorable mentions of like influential games that you want to throw out?
Oh,
again, remember,
I do have one real quick.
You can do as many as you want.
Okay, well, this is the one that just came to mind. I was thinking more about it. This is also a Genesis game. It's not really well known.
Is it Phantasy Star?
It is unfortunately not Phantasy Star.
Oh, okay.
I've actually never played. Well, no, let me cross that. I played a little bit of Phantasy Star Online 2 on my PC, semi-recently, and I think I would be more into it. But I'm currently in the process of playing through Final Fantasy 14 right now, so that's taking up a lot of that MMO like time, game like time for me. But if it was, if I wasn't playing that, I'd probably be like deep into Phantasy Star Online 2 right now. But no, like another game that's like not as known, that I really, really love, that was also on Genesis, was Rocket Knight Adventure. Are you guys familiar with that?
It's that thing with it's the thing with the main character is just a dog that wears armor, right? At least I think it's a dog.
It's a possum, but it is he is wearing armor. Yes.
Yeah, I know what that. I know exactly the. know exactly
the game
what
is just. Yeah, the game is just super. It's not a long game by any means. You could probably beat it with maybe 2 hours or so. But just the controls, the rocket mechanic where you can just hold down the button, get your rocket ready, and you can launch yourself in any of the 8 directional pad input wherever you want to launch yourself at. And also the level design, also the graphics, they hold up really well too, and the music is pretty rad as well. I really love that game a lot. Another one of those games where I sunk in so much time where didn't leave me in a really great looking state. As far as me ignoring the world, it's all that.
This is probably going to seem ridiculous.
No, it's ridiculous.
Because a lot of people obviously GTA 5 is popular. But I actually enjoyed that story so much that I kind of was in that state of like, I went 2 days without sleeping, playing the story and experiencing that world and stuff. Like, I was so burnt out on open world games, and that game was so good that it actually brought my love for open worlds back. And I was like, I could not put that game down to save my life. I was so addicted to it for like a solid week, and then the multiplayer, I got addicted to that for probably 6 months. Like that game was a problem for me.
If people want to know, I think some people may agree with me, but I think most people may not. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is better than GTA 5.
Dude, I love Red Dead Redemption 2, but I can never find anybody to posse up with.
What? Well, you can now with me. If you have, what do you have it on PC? I'm guessing.
Do you have it on PC?
No, I don't think my PC would be able to run it.
Oh no, John.
Okay, am I back now?
Come back. Okay, you're back.
Okay, but in any case, I do not have it on PC. I don't think my PC is strong enough. I literally got that game at a clearance sale. Like, I was sitting at work one day. My buddy texted me. He said, look at this. These games are cheap now. Then I got fucking 3 games for, I think, about, I think $30. And they were brand new. Completely. It was CTR, Resident Evil 2 remake, and it was Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's the only reason why I got it on PS4. But yes, I love that game so much.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is another one of those games where I got consumed by the world. I was like, oh, God, that game is so good. I actually, all right, so I have it on Xbox One. I beat about half the game there. I got on PC. I beat the whole game there, but it got deleted twice on me.
Why?
Oh, no.
Xbox had to beat through the story there, halfway through again. And on PC, it launched with so many issues. I actually had to replay the story at the beginning of the story 6 times before I could finally beat the game because it kept deleting my saves. And right now, if I were to log in right now and I didn't log in the right way, it would delete my save.
Oh,
that's fucked up, actually.
Yeah, dude. So I know that intro to Red Dead Redemption 2 so goddamn good, and I don't like it that I like it that way, or that I know it that way.
This is a great question. This is a great question, actually. It's basically, what's your game that was like this? That you've replayed the intro so many times you can almost quote things word for word.
I have one in mind.
Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Jay.
Half-Life 2.
Oh, but Half-Life 2 is good. I fucking love that game.
Yeah. I love the intro of that game so damn much. Like, you start off and, like, see the G-Man for the first time after you played, Half-Life 1. What did he say in the game? Wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
Yes.
It's just like, and all of a sudden you're in City 17. Everything has been taken over by the Combine, and you don't know what the hell is going on. And then all of a sudden, you're taken in by Barney, your partner from like the first game. And all of a sudden they're chasing after you, and just, that game has like such a fantastic intro. Like, if you're not enthralled with like the first few minutes of that game, I don't know what to say. Still so good.
My game where I got
I think the Great Plateau. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Go on.
I was just real quick. I think the Great Plateau in Breath of the Wild is one of those great introductionary levels in a game where it just teaches you everything you need to know in that game. Yeah, and you're all ready to go. But that's pretty much what I wanted to say.
I've never played Breath of the Wild. I need to fix that.
Did we lose John?
No. I'm guessing
we did lose John.
No, wait. Did you hear the whispering? Because I was whispering this whole time.
No.
Okay,
No,
whatever. I guess I'm just gonna screw the whispering because I think that may have sounded breakaway. But in any case, I've never played Breath of the Wild, and I need to fix that very fast.
Yeah.
My
You need
game.
to fix that like tonight.
Give it to me then. Give me your Switch and the Breath of the Wild, then I'll play it.
Looks like you gotta go, Jay.
Maybe a couple more minutes. Is there a quick question, or do you want to talk about Star Wars something real quick? I mean, like I'll say about Star Wars. I mean, I know Disney is like concerned about that, but hey, the Mandalorian turned out pretty great.
Yes, Mandalorian is awesome.
They have the ability to stick their hands in there, though.
Huh? What's up?
Disney has no ability to stick their hands in there, though. They gave like creative rights to What's his name?
You mean the director? Kevin Feige, I think is his
John
name.
Favreau.
John Favreau.
No,
John Favreau. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave him total creative direction. They cannot meddle. And look how it came out. I haven't seen it. I just started the first episode.
I mean, maybe they'll be this. Maybe they'll see the error of their ways and they'll apply that same thing. You know, keep their hands away from it into the next trilogy. Who knows?
Apparently, Kathleen Kennedy, the person who's the head of Lucasfilm right now, is really upset that she can't meddle in that show.
Well, then, is she upset that the thing is actually good?
Well, I think the problem is that it's creating this narrative that it's actually good, and the things that she's involved in are not good.
Tough shit.
Creating that narrative, she doesn't like it. I know it is tough shit, but like that is 100% why she's upset about it.
Do you think like the new series? I mean, I don't know if you know this for sure or not, but the new series that's coming out, like Ahsoka.
About the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Like are they more or less going to be the same thing like they did with Mandalorian?
I hope to God. I hope to God.
So you don't know that for sure.
I know that for sure with those ones. I hope it is because that is 100% why the Mandalorian is working, because it has a clear vision, like we were saying. Like they know what they're trying to build towards.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I hope to God that they keep their hands out of those other shows too, especially the Kenobi show. If they fuck up Kenobi,
they literally have.
Are they going to bring?
They literally have Ewan McGregor.
Are they going to bring? Yeah.
Like they literally have.
Are
Ewan
they going to
McGregor
bring it back?
I'm sorry.
Hayden Christensen in it.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Oh wow. Okay. That's
I know
interesting.
people hate that guy. I love that guy so much.
I don't hate him. I don't know.
I love him in Attack of the Clones because of the sand.
Really good.
Yeah.
Those lines were horrible.
Exactly why I love it. Attack of the Clones is my least favorite movie, but it's my most favorite one for the memes.
Imagine having lines like that, dialogue like that, and still being better than the sequels, like in 2020.
I mean, I like some aspects of the prequel, but I think Episode 7 overall is like a better film than any of the films in the prequel.
Oof.
I don't think that's a controversial statement to make.
It could be, but it's fine.
The Revenge of the Sith is not that great. I mean, there's some great moments in there, but it's not that great of a movie. Come on.
You're going to put 7 over Revenge of the Sith?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's pretty damn easy to do so.
And the episode of 7 is just a reskin of freaking episode 4. Yeah. God.
I still think it's pretty decent for what it is.
I mean,
no wonder you like The Last of Us. Oh.
I mean, Last of Us Part 2?
Yes. Yuck.
I mean, you say I like things safe, but yet I love Majora's Mask so much, and that's like so different in comparison to the Zelda games prior from that.
This podcast isn't being aired. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Help me. Your hubby's kicking my butt.
I'm leaving. The Poopy podcast ended with Jay Legend with that shitty take. I can smell it from here.
I think my opinion is not all that different from a lot of people.
Number 7 is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I like The Force Awakens.
And then Revenge of the Sith is shit.
No, the fuck it is not.
It's shit.
Fucking end this podcast before
it's shit.
Okay, Jay, how long do we still have you left?
I have to go here like pretty much now.
Dedicate hands to Jay Legend.
Okay, so can you tell the people where to find you?
Follow me at twitch.tv/Jaylegendtw. As I said before, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I also do a YouTube channel where I just basically like archive all my streams and such. I believe you can find me on there at JasonMS87.
All right, and
all of those
all of those will be linked in the description down below. So make sure you go follow all of that. Blue, you mind signing us out?
Yeah, I want to say before you take off, we need you to come back, Jay, with more time. After you beat The Last of Us 2, so we can actually have real conversations.
Yeah,
and I can absolutely roast you for the shittiest take I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Anyway, guys,
I'll bring in my healing shield.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It is me, your boy Striking Blue, signing us off.
Yeah,
John, do your sign off, buddy.
Well, I just kind of did. It's like, please watch. Buy our merch. Buy our leggings. Buy our leggings.
Oh, dude! Actually, let's redo this sign off here. We have merch.
Actually, no.
This
We
is the
can
first
add it.
podcast.
I'm gonna go ahead and go, guys. Okay.
All right.
See you, buddy.
We'll
All right,
quickly
let's see
do
you
the sign
guys.
out.
Nice talking to y'all.
Same
Yes.
to you. Have a good one, dude.
All right.
Okay, so before we go, Blue, do you mind the?
You're gone.
Am I gone again? Okay,
Yeah,
so
you are.
am I back now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Blue, before we go, you mind telling the guests what happened? Like what's happened? Well, not the guests, the viewers, I guess.
We have an awesome annouement to make for you guys.
That
The
I already
Blue
just
PP
did.
Podcast has merch.
Yes,
It has
we
merch,
have
guys.
leggings for your chance. For your chance to get 100% increase in your sex, then please, might I recommend you the bed sheets?
Oh my god! We
condoms
really do
coming
have merch, and he's trying to get the 100% increase in chances of you having sex. If you get the bed sheets, I guarantee you getting laid. I don't actually guarantee you getting laid.
Yeah. T's and C's not applied.
Oh my god! But yeah, guys, we're gonna link our Teespring in the description below. We would really appreciate if you guys support the podcast by buying some merch.
Hells yes.
There's a lot of really awesome things down there.
Do you also want to?
We've got the.
Do you also want to tell them about the special award that they get if they spend a certain amount?
I will do that. Yeah, if you guys spend $30 or more and send us your proof of purchase, we will send you our cover of "Jizz in My Pants" by the Lonely Island. Oh God, that exists.
Welcome,
and people are gonna hear it.
Lonely Island. Come to the Blue PP podcast, and we can talk about whose version was better. It's obviously me and Blue. So.
It was theirs. It was theirs. It was theirs.
I don't think so.
But yeah, guys, we would really, really greatly appreciate the support. In the link in the description below. Love you guys. Thank you so much. This is the Blue PP podcast. Signing off, guys.
Bye-bye.